go.
Okay, I'm Sasha and I'm going to make a caprese sandwich for Steve, who has fallen in love with them. A caprese is basically an Italian mixture of fresh tomato, basil, and fresh mozzarella cheese. Normally the fresh mozzarella cheese would come in a ball bathed in water, but today I have some already sliced that came sort of flat. So in Italy, this is standard fare, and you can have it as a salad or as a sandwich. And if you look in the bars and lunch counters, if you're traveling there, you will see it both ways. Now you can also add meat to it, such as salami, and I have some organic Genoa salami that I'm going to put in it today. So if you were making a salad, you would just have these things. With your sandwich, here's some nice Italian whole wheat bread. This works really well on a baguette as well, or on ciabatta rolls. If you know what those are, they're dusted with flour. And in Italy, sometimes all you get is this, this, and this, but I like to put a little dressing on it, which is extra virgin olive oil and balsamic. So what I'm going to do there is just mix a little bit in a bowl, and the proportions usually for any standard dressing are usually 2 to 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar, but I like vinegar a lot, so I tend to almost do it half and half every time I do a salad, because I like it heavier on the vinegar than the oil. So obviously I'm not measuring today, but I'm just tossing some of that in there. And we'll also put some salt and pepper in here. And you always want to use fresh ground black pepper. It's much better. So, you want to whisk that up a little bit. And I'm going to pick off my basil leaves. And you may notice, but the caprese has the colors of the Italian flag. So when you make this up, as a salad especially, you see all those beautiful colors. And before I make my sandwich, I'm actually going to show you what that can look like on a plate, because it can look really pretty. Then I'll put it in my sandwich. So you have here, so you have your tomato, your cheese, and your basil, and your tomato, white cheese, and your basil. And you would just continue in this fashion and make a nice circular pattern around your plate. And then you would drizzle with your dressing. So I often make that like that and make it all pretty, and do it as a salad. So today for the sandwich, I'm just going to take my dressing, and if you're going to eat this right away, it doesn't matter that it'll be a little bit messy. If you have a baguette or a ciabatta roll, it will hold the dressing much better. But this just gives a little flavor. Like I said, if you have a brush, you can brush this on. Okay? And you can also just add it on top of your tomato and veggies after you've done everything. I like to soak a little bit into the bread. And on this one, I'm going to have my added salami. And with the organic salami, like this, you are getting it without the nitrates and nitrites that you don't really want to be having. And you can vary the amount that you put on there, depending on how much meat you want. And then we have our tomatoes. And cheese. And it doesn't matter what order you put things on your sandwich. You can put it however you like. And some people will chiffonade some basil. That means cut it into strips. When you do that, you can roll it up, and then you can cut it like this and have a nice little confetti strip. So if you make the salad, you can put a little bit of that in the top. But overall, in this sandwich, we just have these nice whole pieces. And if there's some little bits left on your stems from your fresh basil, you can throw those in there. The more the merrier. And I'll throw a little bit more dressing in here. And close that up. And then you have a finished caprese sandwich. Like I said, traditional, it might be more on a ciabatta roll or a nice baguette, but it works well on any sturdy Italian bread like this whole wheat Italian. So there you have it, standard Italian fare for a fantastic and healthy lunch.